Hey everyone, it's Marissa, your Usborne book lady, and I wanted to take a minute to introduce you to some of my favorite activity books that we have. Now we have nearly 2,000 books in our catalog, so this is just going to be a small sampling of what we have, but I tried to represent a variety of ages. So first I want to start with our Wipe Clean books, and we have a ton of different Wipe Clean books for all different ages. We have like books that are for when they're first starting to write, like the ready to writing books for when they're learning their letters, like the capital letters. We have learning their times tables books. So we have books that have a great variety of ages in them, but they're just like you would expect. They have nice thick coated pages. These are never going to tear on you, and they come with a Wipe Clean pen, and if you lose this pen or if it runs out of ink, any dry erase pen will work for you on these books. We also have a ton of drawing books, and these are two of my favorite series. This is I Can Draw Animals. We also have I Can Draw People, and these are very simple step-by-step drawings. And I like that this book in particular uses different textures. So it uses felt tip pens, markers, and crayons, and it tells you when to use each one. And then this one, step-by-step drawing. We have step-by-step drawing animals, step-by-step drawing people, and step-by-step drawing just step-by-step drawing. This one sort of does the same thing. It uses textures a little bit less, but the drawings are a little bit more complex, and it actually has space in the book to write. Now, if you like all these step-by-step drawing books and you want to get a sample, we do have a step-by-step drawing activity pack that has condensed versions of all the books in it. We also have these activity books, these smaller activity books, brain puzzles, brain games, picture puzzles, and on the website it'll give you, in the specifications tab, it'll tell you what ages these are intended for. These are great for car trips and for keeping kids busy in doctor's offices or waiting rooms or whatever. They have all sorts of different activities in them. Really fun stuff. And there's more in the series than just these ones. We also have lots of books that are geared towards helping kids learn how to write. And I'm not talking about sentences and, mapping out grammatical structure and whatever. I'm talking about actually learning how to write a good story. So we have things like the Write Your Own Adventure Stories books. We also have just Write Your Own Storybook, and the very first story writing book that's for younger kids, and Write and Draw Your Own Comics. And these are full of activities that will help kids figure out how to write a good story. So it might be like this one, where it gives you the beginning of a story and tells you how you make an action story. It gives you the beginning of the story, and then it says, how do you make your escape plan? And then you'll write a little bit, and it'll say, however, and it's like, your plan is thwarted, blah, 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 blah. So you write a little bit more, and then it says, then, how do you overcome the problem? So what it's doing is it's basically introducing kids to the 5 parts of a story without being like, the 5 parts of a story are the introduction and the climax and, whatever. So it's all sorts of different things. Like there will be pages where it'll have a list of words on the side, and it'll say, incorporate all these words into your story. And then the Write and Draw Your Own Comics book is basically the same thing, except that it also incorporates techniques that are unique to comic books. So it'll be like, this is your... I should have marked the page that I wanted to show you. It'll be like, this is your comic book grid, and this is how you use talk bubbles. And comic books use bam, pow, whatever. They use onomatopoeia to express what's happening in the story. They're really cool. This is the Cut and Color Seasons Playbook. I love this book, and I have a video that's just about this that I show you guys, so I'm not going to talk a whole lot about it. But the way that it works is that it creates a layered picture. So the child will color the border on this page. My daughter has already started coloring it. And then cut out the inside part. And then through that, the next page shows through. And so they'll color this part and then cut out the next up here where it has the scissors. And then they cut out this part, so that by the end they have like 8 or 9 layers of a page that when they flip the whole thing together, they can tape it so that it stays closed if they want. And it creates a layered picture. It's really cool. This is the press out paper town. If you like the idea of our Victorian dollhouse, but you want a smaller and or less expensive option, this is a great idea. My daughter and I actually just put one of these together, and I should have brought some of the pieces over, and I didn't do it. But these are cardboard or cardstock maybe pieces that you pop out and you slot them together, and there are 5 different buildings. It makes a whole town, and it's got people that you can play with and little food carts and things like that. It's really fun. We have a ton of coloring books from young kids to slightly older kids to even older kids, and even books that are great for adult coloring. Like this one is has books or coloring patterns from Art Nouveau, Art Deco, and another art period that I can't remember that was around that time, arts and crafts. And then this one, Mandalas to Color, is probably my favorite of our new coloring books. It's just beautiful. And we also have a ton of sticker books. My books are about to fall over. So this one is mosaics, and what I love about this is that it's not mosaics like you're just sticking the sticker over. It's a grid, and it shows you the designs, and you recreate the design. You know, it shows you designs that you can make over here, and you can either recreate them or make your own designs. So it's actually really great for building spatial awareness. We have young kids sticker books. We have sticker dressing books. So we have those in both boy themes and girl themes, like boy main characters and girl main characters. We have, this is another sticker mosaic book, but this one is actually just putting the stickers over the pictures. Here, let me show you. So this one is a traditional mosaic. So that one's just putting the stickers over the pictures. Build a picture car books. And then we also have activity books that are like secret learning. So we have, this is not a math book, and the whole concept behind this book is that there are all these beautiful artistic principles that are actually based in, artistic designs that are actually based in mathematic principles. And so it introduces you to the mathematic principles and walks you through recreating the designs. It's a really cool book, and if you have someone who loves art and thinks that they hate math, this is a great book for them. And then things like Make Buildings, which is architectural designs, and it's all doodling and drawing, but based in buildings and architectural principles. Really, really, really cool book. All right, thanks so much for joining me, and I hope that you have learned from this video. And please like my Facebook page, like my YouTube channel, and join my VIP page. You can find all of these books and more on my website, www.booksbymarisa.com. Thanks so much. Have a great